The wait is over. After years of speculation and rumors circulating online, Elon Musk has finally confirmed what many doubted. The Tesla Model Q is real. And it's not just another electric car on the market. It's a game changer for Tesla. For the first time, the company is launching a truly affordable model with a starting price of under $17,579. A price that once seemed impossible for a Tesla, but now promises to shake up the entire automotive industry. And if that isn't enough to grab attention, there's an even more intriguing detail. This budget-friendly Tesla could completely change how electric cars are produced and sold. The announcement caught many by surprise. During a press conference, Musk introduced the Model Q as Tesla's best deal ever. This means it's not just a cheap car. It delivers more value at the lowest cost the brand has ever offered. And that makes all the difference. After all, the biggest issue with electric cars has always been their high price, making them inaccessible to much of the population. With this move, Tesla is directly targeting consumers who have always wanted an EV but couldn't afford one. A Tesla for everyone. That seems to be the big bet. The impact of this announcement was immediate. Analysts began revising their forecasts for the EV market. Competitors went on high alert, and consumers worldwide became eager to understand how Tesla managed to offer such an aggressive price without compromising the performance and technology the brand is known for. After all, when talking about Tesla, expectations go beyond just a regular electric car. The brand is associated with cutting-edge innovation, impressive range, and a futuristic driving experience. So how does all of that fit into the company's most affordable model? The answer lies behind the scenes at Tesla. The company hasn't just created a cheaper car. It has revolutionized the way it builds vehicles. This includes new manufacturing technologies, changes in electrical architecture, and a new type of battery that lowers production costs without sacrificing efficiency. But it doesn't stop there. There's also a strategic shift in Tesla's factory operations that could be the key to making this cost reduction viable and meeting the massive demand this model is expected to generate. Another intriguing point is the name chosen for this new model. The Model Q had been the subject of jokes and theories online, with many believing Tesla would never adopt this name. But Musk, as always, surprised everyone. It's still unclear why he chose the name, but some speculate that it's an ironic response to critics who doubted Tesla's ability to produce such an affordable electric car. Making a Tesla cost less than $17,579 seemed impossible until recently. The company has always been known for its innovative but high-priced cars. However, Tesla not only broke this barrier, but did so without compromising its famous quality and performance. But what's the secret? How did Tesla manage to drastically cut costs while maintaining what makes it unique? The answer lies in three revolutionary advancements that are completely changing the way an electric car is built. Next-generation LFP batteries, Giga Casting, and a 48V electrical system. Tesla's first major breakthrough in making the Model Q viable is its LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries. These batteries are not only cheaper to produce, but also eliminate the need for cobalt, one of the most expensive and controversial materials used in traditional lithium-ion batteries. Moreover, they last longer and require less maintenance, reducing costs over the vehicle's lifespan. This type of battery had already been tested in some Tesla models in China, but now it will be a core component in the mass production of the Model Q. Another key cost-reducing element is Tesla's revolutionary Giga Casting technology. Traditionally, cars are assembled from hundreds of separate parts, each requiring individual manufacturing and assembly processes. Tesla, however, developed a technology that allows large sections of the car structure to be cast as a single piece, eliminating unnecessary steps and drastically reducing production time. With Giga Casting, Model Q production becomes faster, cheaper, and more efficient, allowing Tesla to offer an incredibly competitive final price. But Tesla didn't stop there. The third innovation driving this massive cost reduction is the adoption of a 48V electrical system. For decades, the automotive industry has relied on 12V electrical systems, which require heavy and bulky wiring to power a car's components. With a new 48V system, Tesla has managed to cut wiring weight in half, improve energy efficiency, and significantly lower overall production costs. This change, which debuted in the Cybertruck, will now be applied to the Model Q, making it lighter, more efficient, and cheaper to manufacture. If there's one element that can be considered the heart of an electric car, it's the battery. And in the case of the Tesla Model Q, the battery choice was one of the key factors in making this car not just affordable, but also durable and efficient. Tesla has moved away from nickel cobalt manganese, NCM, batteries, which are more expensive and rely on scarce materials, and has opted for LFP, lithium iron phosphate, batteries, a technology that could completely change the dynamics of the EV industry. But what makes these batteries so special? To begin with, they're significantly cheaper. In any electric car, the battery accounts for 35% to 40% of total production costs. By replacing traditional batteries with LFP cells, Tesla has managed to cut costs by around 30%, translating to savings of up to $4,500 per vehicle. This largely explains how Tesla managed to break the $17,579 price barrier without compromising quality. And this cost reduction doesn't just benefit Tesla. It also directly impacts consumers, making the Model Q more affordable both at the time of purchase and throughout its lifetime in maintenance costs. Beyond the lower price, LFP batteries also offer impressive durability. While traditional batteries typically last around 1,500 charge cycles, LFP batteries can exceed 3,000 cycles without significant capacity loss. This means a Model Q could drive more than 1 million kilometers before the battery needs to be replaced. In practice, this advancement could redefine the longevity of electric vehicles, making the Model Q last for decades without losing performance. Another major advantage is safety. Unlike nickel-cobalt batteries, LFPs are much more thermally stable and have a lower risk of overheating or catching fire. This means the Model Q will be one of the safest Teslas ever produced when it comes to battery technology. While this may sound like a technical detail, for consumers, it eliminates a common concern. No one wants a car that requires constant monitoring to avoid overheating or unexpected failures. And there's more. LFP batteries are more sustainable. Cobalt, which is widely used in conventional batteries, is expensive, difficult to extract, and often associated with ethical concerns, as its mining involves poor labor conditions in some parts of the world. By eliminating cobalt from the equation, Tesla not only reduces costs, but also makes its production more responsible and aligned with sustainable practices. This could become a major selling point for environmentally conscious consumers. But if LFP batteries are so good, why haven't they been widely adopted before? The answer lies in energy density. Historically, LFP batteries were less efficient at storing energy per kilogram than NCM batteries, which meant lower range. However, with recent advances in LFP cell chemistry, this gap has drastically decreased. Today, these batteries can provide competitive range while maintaining a much lower cost. In the case of the Model Q, expectations are that it will deliver around 275 miles, 442 kilometers, of range, a figure that puts it ahead of many competitors in the same price range. If there's one thing Tesla does better than anyone else, It's reinventing the way cars are built. From the beginning, Elon Musk made it clear that his vision was not just about producing electric vehicles. It was about revolutionizing the entire manufacturing process. And with the Tesla Model Q, that strategy has reached a whole new level. The key to this revolution? Giga Casting technology, an innovative process that is dramatically reducing production costs, while simultaneously simplifying vehicle assembly and improving manufacturing efficiency. But what exactly is Giga Casting? To understand its impact, just look at how cars have traditionally been built. Normally, a car's structure consists of hundreds of individual parts, which need to be cut, welded, and assembled separately. A labor-intensive, expensive, and time-consuming process. Tesla, however, eliminated this complexity with a revolutionary approach, casting entire sections of the car into a single metal piece. Instead of 370 components forming the rear of a vehicle, Giga Casting reduces this number to just one single piece. The impact on production is massive. First, manufacturing time plummets. Before Giga Casting, assembling the structure of a car could take up to 3 hours. With the new technology, that time drops to just 90 minutes, allowing Tesla to produce almost twice as many Model Q units in the same time frame. This means Tesla can manufacture more Model QS per hour than most automakers can with their traditional models, making the process faster, more efficient, and more cost-effective. And the benefits don't stop there. Production costs are reduced by around 30%, as Giga Casting eliminates hundreds of parts, reducing the need for labor, assembly, and complex attachment processes. For a car like the Model Q, which is entirely focused on affordability and competitive pricing, this cost-saving measure is crucial. After all, every dollar saved in manufacturing helps Tesla keep the price low without sacrificing quality. Another fascinating aspect of Giga Casting is the level of precision it provides. With fewer moving parts, cars become structurally more rigid and safer, while also having fewer points of mechanical failure. This means the Model Q won't just be cheaper and faster to produce, but it will also have a more solid, durable, and reliable structure. For consumers, this translates into a car with a longer lifespan and lower maintenance costs. Building a car like the Tesla Model Q isn't just about technological innovation. To bring it to market at a price below $17,579, something even more strategic is required. A global production plan that is extremely efficient and well thought out. And that is exactly what Tesla is doing. Instead of producing the Model Q in a single location, the company surprised everyone by announcing that production will be split between Mexico and India, two strategic markets that could completely change the dynamics of the automotive industry. Initially, everyone assumed that the Model Q would be produced exclusively in Mexico at the new Gigafactory being built in Nuevo Leon. This seemed like the obvious choice. After all, the Mexican plant is strategically located near the United States and benefits from North American supply chains. This allows Tesla to reduce logistics costs and take advantage of tax incentives under the USMCA trade agreement between the US, Mexico, and Canada. But Musk took things a step further. He announced that Tesla will also manufacture the Model Q in India, a move no one saw coming. And this decision wasn't random. The Indian market represents one of the biggest growth opportunities for EVs worldwide. Yet no major automaker has successfully dominated it so far. Tesla recognized this as a unique opportunity. By producing the Model Q in India, the company not only cuts costs but also gains direct access to a market of 1.4 billion people. What's even more interesting is that India has a highly skilled workforce that is cheaper than China's, meaning Tesla can manufacture cars at a cost up to 32% lower than in China. Another crucial factor in this strategy is logistics. Producing the Model Q in India allows Tesla to establish a new export hub for emerging markets such as Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe. Shipping cars from India to these regions is cheaper and faster than exporting them from China or the US. This could give Tesla a massive competitive edge, especially against Chinese automakers trying to expand their EV sales globally. But that's not all. The Indian government has shown strong interest in attracting Tesla's investment, offering tax incentives and even import tariff reductions on key components. This means that manufacturing the Model Q in India doesn't just reduce direct costs. It also eliminates trade barriers, making Tesla more competitive in the country. In a market where the government is actively pushing for EV adoption, having a Tesla factory in India could be a game changer for both sides. This multi-factory production approach also solves a classic Tesla problem: the difficulty of meeting the high initial demand for its cars. Every time the company launches a new model, the wait lists are massive and can take months or even years to shorten. With factories in Mexico and India operating simultaneously, Tesla can mass-produce the Model Q from the start, ensuring supply keeps up with the expected global demand. If there's one strategic move from Tesla that caught everyone off guard, it was the decision to manufacture the Model Q in India. Most analysts believe production would be limited to the Giga factory in Mexico, taking advantage of its proximity to the United States and the logistical benefits of the North American market. But Elon Musk went further. He saw an opportunity where few were looking, and this move could change Tesla's future in ways no one expected. India has always been considered an extremely promising market for electric vehicles, but also presents a major challenge for automakers. The country has a population of 1.4 billion people, making it the third largest automotive market in the world. However, EVs still make up only a small fraction of total sales. This is because, historically, electric vehicles have been too expensive for most Indian consumers. Tesla is about to change that reality with the Model Q. The decision to produce the Model Q in India has a very clear reason: lower production costs. Labor costs in India are significantly lower than in China, with wages 32% cheaper. This means Tesla can manufacture each Model Q unit at a reduced cost, allowing the car's final price to remain competitive without compromising profit margins. For a model focused on affordability, this cost advantage is crucial. But the benefits don't stop there. Tesla is negotiating incentives with the Indian government, including tax reductions and import tariff cuts on essential components. This could make production even more viable and open doors for accelerated brand growth in the country. In a market where the government is actively promoting EV adoption, Tesla could become the brand that finally popularizes electric vehicles in India. Beyond local production, India will become a strategic export hub for Tesla. The country's geographic location allows vehicles manufactured there to be shipped to Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East at lower logistics costs. This could put Tesla in a prime position to compete with Chinese automakers, which currently dominate these markets with affordable EVs. If Tesla can combine competitive pricing with the power of its global brand, its rivals will have a major challenge to overcome. Another crucial factor is India's growing supply chain for LFP batteries. The country is expanding its battery production capacity, which could help Tesla further reduce Model Q costs. By producing batteries domestically, Tesla eliminates transportation costs and import tariffs, ensuring even more efficient production. By 2025, India is expected to reach a capacity of 80 GWh of LFP battery production per year, enough to power 1.6 million Model QS. If the Tesla Model Q were just another affordable electric car, it would already make a significant impact on the market. But the truth is, it goes far beyond that. The Model Q doesn't just launch at a price under $17,579. It brings a combination of range, performance, and technology that no other competitor in its price range can match. This is Tesla's true advantage. It's not enough to be cheap. It has to be the best in its category. The first area where the Model Q stands out is its range. While competitors like the BYD Seagull and Volkswagen ID.2 offer between 180 and 280 miles per charge, the Model Q promises 275 miles for 142 kilometers. This puts the Model Q in a highly competitive position, especially considering that it costs less than these competitors. In a segment where every extra mile of range matters in the buyer's decision, Tesla hit the mark perfectly. Another huge advantage for the Model Q is charging speed. Many budget EVs still suffer from slow charging times, making the user experience frustrating. The BYD Seagull, for example, has a charging capacity of just 30 kilowatts, meaning it would take over an hour to regain 150 kilometers of range. The Model Q, on the other hand, will feature up to 170 kilowatts charging, allowing it to recover 180 miles, 290 kilometers, in just 15 minutes. This difference could be a game changer for consumers who prioritize convenience and don't want to waste time waiting for their car to charge. But it doesn't stop there. Performance is another area where the Model Q outclasses its competitors. The Volkswagen ID.2, one of the Model Q's main rivals, is expected to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 7 seconds, while the BYD Seagull takes over 10 seconds to reach that speed. The Model Q, on the other hand, is estimated to do it in just 5.8 seconds, making it the fastest budget EV on the market. For those looking for a compact, yet agile and fun-to-drive car, Tesla once again proves that it has no direct competition. Another factor that makes the Model Q unbeatable is Tesla's charging infrastructure. While other automakers rely on third-party charging networks, Tesla has over 50,000 superchargers worldwide. This means that Model Q owners will have access to a reliable, fast-charging network without worrying about slow chargers or overcrowded stations. No other automaker in this segment can offer this kind of advantage. And of course, there's the embedded technology. The Volkswagen ID.2 and BYD Seagull may be modern electric cars, but neither comes close to Tesla in terms of software and connectivity. The Model Q will come with over-the-air, OTA, software updates, allowing the car to improve over time. This means that new features and performance upgrades can be added without the owner having to take the car to a dealership, something other automakers still struggle to implement efficiently. Another huge differentiator is that autopilot will come standard. While other brands charge extra for driver assistance systems, Tesla includes advanced features even in its cheapest model. This means the Model Q will come equipped with semi-autonomous driving, active safety features, and AI-powered optimizations. And considering that Tesla continues developing full self-driving FSD, the Model Q could eventually become an almost fully autonomous vehicle. No competitor offers this level of future-ready technology.